But then, inspiration struck. I asked myself, what would Jim Dater do? So, for those of you unfamiliar with his work, Mr. Dater is a professor and director of the Hawaii Research Center for Future Studies. Jim visited us during the 4th week of SSP, and he shared with us Dater's second law of the future, which stated that any useful idea about the future should appear to be ridiculous. So this led me to 2 conclusions. Firstly, if Jim can have his own laws, why can't I? And secondly, if my laws are going to be useful, they should be sufficiently ridiculous. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I hereby present to you Halpert's 10 Laws of SSP. Halpert's first law. It is possible to gain a lot of things from SSP, but the one thing that you are most assured of gaining is weight. Are there any staff members from the Barcelona Cafe here right now? I heard that there would be some here. Is anyone here?
Yeah,
on the left. My left or your left?
At the back of the
To you guys were great. You kept us fed, you put up with our constant requests, and most importantly, you kept us smiling with your amazing customer service. Thank you guys. Halpert's second law. Apparently, the only thing harder for an engineer to get than the concept of net present value is wireless internet at NASA Ames. To the IT staff, we really do appreciate your tireless efforts and dedication at keeping us connected to the World Wide Web. Halpert's third law. Sleep is an illusion. It does not exist. I have a hypothesis about this, and let's call it Halpert's hypothesis of sleep deprivation. I think the ISU schedule makers knew about my third law. The rigorous schedule of SSP was all part of a benevolent master plan to help us achieve our full potential. Now, I also think the housekeeping staff knew about this, which is why when we heard housekeeping, part of our morning ritual. So, and for this, as well as for keeping our rooms clean and our toilet paper stocked, we must thank them. Thank you, dear housekeepers. Halpert's fourth law. SSP parties are legendary. I don't even know where to begin telling this one, but it would probably start with this one time at Space Camp. Let's be honest, it all started with the Canada Day party. Then it was Canada Day 2.0, French Bastille Day, Belgium Fête Nationale, a Northern European party, 2 Rainbow Mansion parties, a Mediterranean party, and of course, all of those culture nights. Now, other than a few wounded ankles, we all managed to survive these parties. To explain this, I have yet another hypothesis. This is called Halpert's theory of SSP survival. Y'all ready for this one? Yeah? It goes like this. SSP students are really transhumans. A huge thanks to the janitorial staff who cleaned up after all of those crazy parties. Halpert's fifth law. Canoes are meant to be filled with beer, not people, unless those people happen to be Peter Demandis and Bob Richards, while they paddle drunkenly around the room on top of SSP's strongest shoulders. Seriously? I don't see Peter here, so I'm guessing he's not here right now? Okay. So to Bob and Peter, our summer would not have been anywhere near as good as it was if it wasn't for you guys and all of the effort that you put into this program over the last 20 years. We could not possibly thank you enough. I promised that the canoe bit was my last Canada reference. Halpert's sixth law: never, ever, under any circumstance, challenge Nikolai Polyarenko to a dance-off or a drink-off, because he will destroy you every time. He wasn't the only talented SSP lecturer this year. Scott Madry's musical skills brought us waves of joy. Our very own blues brother, Gilles Clement and Doug Hamilton, jazzed up our lives. Jeff Hoffman showed us how far the moon really was. And Hugo Bloomfield stole the hearts of many of our female participants with his baby face and eloquent words. To these and all of the other fantastic professors who visited SSP and shared with us their years of experience, we thank you. Seventh law: NASA is a really, really cool place. This SSP was unique in that we were provided unparalleled access to NASA experts, drinks with Pete Warden on the golf course, and bicycles without brakes. We journeyed beyond the Black Gate to see the vertical motion simulator and the world's largest wind tunnel. We were entertained by friendly NASA police, and as far as I know, we managed to escape without any $150 fines. To all of our NASA hosts, Pete Warden, Louis Braxton, Gary Martin, Yvonne Pendleton, Steve Frankel, and all of the others, this SSP would not have been possible without you. Thank you. Halpert's eighth law. SSP teaches you more about working with people in 2 months than you could possibly learn in years anywhere else. Some of us came here with an abundance of professional experience, while others are still in school. We spoke different languages, we came from different cultures, and we had different areas of expertise. We tried to figure out how to make the best of people's talents, how to challenge them when we thought they were capable of more, and how to reward them when they succeeded. We learned from Takashi how to have fun, even when we were too busy to sleep or eat. Helping us along the way were our friendly concierges, our ISU coordinators and their assistants, our English teams, our TAs, our department chairs, and our TP chairs. You guys were fantastic, and we thank you. Before I continue with my final 2 laws, I'd like to now mention the contributions of a few specific individuals. Ashley, our student coordinator, you did a wonderful job of taking care of us. Where are you right now? You're over here? You did a wonderful job. Our main man, Donald James. DJ, you were a cross between a father figure and a teddy bear for all of us. Jim and Lynn Burke, you too are an inspiration for us in so many different ways. Lastly, Angie Buckley, SSP Director, you were the glue that held this entire operation together. I have a tremendous amount of respect for the determination that you put into making this one of the best SSPs ever. On behalf of all of the students in the room, we thank you. Halpert's 9th law. SSP is all about the people that you meet along the way. Take a good look at the students that are sitting around you. How many of them have become friends that you will keep in touch with for the rest of your lives? How many priceless memories, laughs, and inappropriate jokes are you going to take away from this experience? I guess a lot. You guys, should I? You guys are an incredible group of people. And I personally do not know when I will ever see such a group assembled in one room ever again. So, from me, thank you to all of the students who helped make this one of the best summers that any of us will ever experience. Also, Jack wanted me to mention that if anyone finds his urine filtration device, he'd really like it back. Halpert's final law. At SSP, anything is possible. Think of all the departmental activities, panels, field trips, and excursions that we've had. 2 Degree Tuesdays, T-1, Let's Cafe, skydiving, Yosemite, Las Vegas, Grand Canyon, LA wine tours, ultimate frisbee with astronauts, exploring caves, launching rockets, kicking alumni butt in every sport, Zeppelin rides, microgravity drop towers, parabolic flights, EVA simulations, Cape Canaveral robotics competitions, observatory visits, football games, soccer games, talent night, synchronized swimming, space masquerade, beer pong, and just plain hanging out. Where on earth could you possibly have done all of these things in just 2 months? You've heard about Halpert's laws and about a few of Halpert's theories, but now I'm going to conclude with Halpert's challenge. For whatever reason, you've all been privileged enough to attend SSP for the last 2 months. During that time, we've heard Peter Diamandis say on a number of occasions that the true measure of a person is not in what he or she says, but in what he or she does. So my challenge to you is to go out into the world and make something of this experience. Do something with it. If you have a great idea, then call me up or call up one of the other students and say, hey, I've got this idea. Remember what I said to Bob and Peter. Our summer would not have been anywhere near as good as it was if it wasn't for them. So now you have to ask yourself, what are you going to do so that someone, someday, will have a better summer, a better year, or a better future? Thank you.